So school paper provides a platform for students to express their ideas and creativity. In his last talk last week, he made us realize that it is critical getting information first and putting it into paper right. Campus journalism trains critical thinking among advisors and their writers. It helps to develop their critical thinking skills just like in science and technology. Science and technology section will be discussed further by one of our promising educators in the division. He is a notable advisor in the field of journalism, a winner advisor and coach, the content creator behind English with Jerry channel on YouTube, a versatile host, speaker who just celebrated his 14th year as a teacher hero. Please help me welcome Mr. Jerry A. Java.
Oh my God! Nahiya naman ako doon. Partner, Teacher Maria Sofia Reyes. Hello there. Yes. Thank you so much. No, very updated ang iyang introduction for the speakers. Thank you so much. I appreciate that, Miss Maria Sofia Sagaral Reyes. Hi po, Ma'am Cheng. Hello, everyone.
Hey, hello.
This is now the batch 2 of the online division journalism seminar, no? So let's go straight. I'll go straight to my sharing of the science writing. It can be science and technology writing or science and health writing, but most generally known as just science journalism or science writing. Pwede na po yun. I'm going to share about science, my slides, then I'm also going to share sample of my science na page sa among Zephyr, the school publication of Malaybalay City Central School. Kaya para makita po niyo giunsa siya pag-cluster dito sa layout, no, sa page. Good morning. There is science in everything po. Kaya hindi winala ang kuan, ang science. Wala giwala ang science sa bago nga mga contest, no, dira sa kuan, sa NSPC in the new normal. Yan. Science Java 2021. Ito po. Like I said, there is science and everything, so that's very important, no? But well, science is actually more on another level. Kaya abi ni pang genius, pang nerd, pang geek. But no, that's our purpose po, no? That's our challenge as a science journalist. Na ano, to bring science closer to the people, to the public, no, to the audience who are non-scientists. So we have to make sure that we makarelate sila, no, makakonekta dito sa atong mga readers who are now. We have to make sure, we have to understand that these readers are not science lovers, science maniacs. No, they are not these kind of people po. Okay? Otherwise, if you're going to write nga pagkuan gyud murag science journal na imong gikuan, science pang in that scientific na siya nga writing na imong lahi po ang science writing sa scientific writing, no, kato sa mga doktor na gyud, sa mga scientists gyud nga kind of science journal, science writing, lahi itong ilaha in a non-technical term, non-technical po. Anyway, we can use jargons. What are these jargons? Jargons are the highly technical terms, content specific terms which are used for that discipline or field lamang po. Like we teachers, atong jargon, we have our own jargons like RPMS, unsa pa ni karon kini mga kuano, IPCRF, kana siya. These are terms or words, vocabularies which are only used widely sa ato lang nga field. Whereas the doctors, Katong napot sa lahi nga mga jargon, no? The science writers, the science world, it has its own jargon po. Yan. Nga, we have to make sure nga makasabot sila ang atong mga audience, mga readers, ani. There. Science writing can be, you can have in a bulleted article, bullets, yan, bang, 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 bullets. Mga bala-bala na siya, dot, 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 yan. Mura na siya, it's like how to do or DIY, ano na siya, for golfers or almost but not quite satisfied with the game and can't figure out what they're doing wrong. Yan, bullets lang, murag summary lang siya, key points lang po. Yan, it can be in a bulleted article. Pwede ni siya dito sa, especially when mag-layout na ka sa science page. Of course, lahi imong i-offer. Dili nga pareha sa bulleted na putanan, no? Maglaylahi kag style dito pagbutang sa imong science page. There, it can also be through a subtopic. Subtopicking po. I'm going to focus more on this use of subtopics, no, sa how to write the science article or science news, science feature, science editorial po. Kasi ito po ang technique, ito po ang style ng Calabarzon po, yung sa Luzon. Sila lagi nagka-champion permanente kini Calabarzon. Okay, this is how they will be doing it. Subtopics. You have there your hammer, your title, hammer, then main headline, tapos subtopics, 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 subtopics. Mura kag nag-outlining. Of course, wagi kag outline. I'll be discussing more on this. Then you can also have with infographics. Of course, the page, every page of your newsletter or your school paper should have an art or pictures, photos, or graphs, infographics, no? Kini. Kay boring ang page nga walay makita nga picture, okay? Or icons kana. Something with the article, the photographs, everything as an art, di ba? Remember that? Like what I said, like I guess it was last Friday. There, infographics. Malingaw ang mga bata na kay makita nila ang flow, ang process. Then we can have the regular style, kini siya pang contest, no? You can also have the regular style, just the plain putting up of the title there, then the article. Ana lang. Depende sa inyo. Make sure that you vary po. Okay, when you're writing about, we have to remember, science writing is not news writing. Though we have science news, science feature, science editorial, it is not news or plain news writing po ang science writing. Okay, otherwise, it can be news writing, but your content should be science. Okay, you have to dig deeper po. It's not just science writing, it's not just informing the public of something new about science. You have to tell them what is the significance po of science, what's in it for me, WIIFM. Unsay connection ani, unsay relevance, unsay benefit ani sa katawhan po, sa community. Yan po ang science writing. Iba po yung news writing lang, no? So you have to focus on how science is applied, paano po nagagamit ang agham in the event or topic or issue. You have to take note, you have to inject or insert ang paano nagagamit ang science, ang benefit, ang kahalagahan ng agham o ng science sa ani imong article. Okay, for example, we have here, anong mga chemical kapag may, halimbawa, fertilizer, bagong fertilizer, what makes that fertilizer kakaiba? Anong bago sa fertilizer mo na i-offer sa public, sa market, no? Yan. Anong nandyan, anong chemical na, anong elemento na nasa fertilizer mo? Yan. Eco-friendly ba to? Hindi ba ito something, you know? Example here, anong mga chemical o elemento ang ginagamit sa isang makabagong teknolohiyang ginagamit sa fertilizer? Because we always have been using fertilizers. So what makes that? Anong meron? Anong nasa fertilizer mong bago? Okay? Anong mga nutrients sa gamot naman o pagkain, no? Lalo na natay ko kining sa COVID sa mga vaccine, no? Anong mga nutrients ang ibinibigay ng isang bagong tuklas na pagkain o gamot? Yan. Kasi kapag kuan lang ka, you are just going to give the new discoveries or mga bagong tuklas, sinabi mo lang yan, that's just news writing po. But when you are going to insert ang mga nutrients, when we speak of nutrients, elements, chemicals, that will have to do with chemistry, mga ano, so that will be about science na dayon. Okay, especially kining sa vaccine, no? Mga COVID na vaccine nga. Anong nasa Sinovac? Anong nasa Pfizer? Anong nasa AstraZeneca? Anong nasa Moderna? Anong nasa Sputnik? Bakit yung mga tao gapili sila di ko ng Sinovac. Ano gapili gid sila sa Pfizer? Ganun. Yan. That's where you can insert ang science na yun po. There. You also have to remember that science and tech or science and health writing can be a mix of a news style. Ang style na niya, style lang siya. Your topic is science, but ang style o the way you deliver or present, yun saan mo pagtira, ang science ni mga information, it can be in a news, feature, or editorial. So we call it science news, science feature, and science editorial po. And that's with a twist po. Kasi during the contest, especially sa DSPC, RSPC, NSPC, dili na mag-ingon ang proctor, no? Na lagay niya sa bata lugar, no? Please write a science news about write a science feature about, write a science editorial about. No, hindi po ganyan ang mangyayari. It will just write a science article about, ano siya, ikaw na ang writer or mo ng bata, ang writer, journalist, science writer nimo, ang maguna-una unsa kay akong style ani karon. Dili mag-ingon dito nga, dili mag-specify dito sa instruction, no, sa paper kanang kuan nga, write a science news or science feature. Ikaw na makabalo dapat kung unsa imong tirada, unsa imong style. Kini nga issue, gusto ko nga I'm going to present it in a news style. So science news, kini bagay gani siya nga kuan pang feature ni siya sa murag maglahi kog angle para maiba ako sa kanila. So magdito ka angling gyapon siya, no, sa style gyapon nimo. So science feature imong tirada, ay kini siya kay murag kuan kani loaded ni siya with so much opinion. So I'm going to do a science editorial. Okay, nga na lang po siya. Naka-focus usually sa kung ano ang innovation o contribution sa technological advancement. You can also have that. Naka-focus usually sa kung ano ang innovation o contribution o benefit, no, sa community sa technological advancement tulad sa disaster preparedness, medicine and health, agriculture, or farming, fishery, household improvements, at iba pa. Yan. More on, naman yung permanent disaster preparedness, medicine and health, agriculture, or farming, fishery, everything. Naman yung mga science and tech, science and health actually. But you have to focus on the innovation. Ano bang kahalaga nito? Paano makaka-benefit, no? Kung saan may pakinabang ana dito sa komunidad. Okay, otherwise, when the readers will not be able to find that in your science article, your science news, science feature, science editorial, they will never care to read or to finish reading your story or your science article po. Okay, unsa man din pagkuman ana, unsa ay nakuha ng information. Okay? Yan po. Kung saan niya pag-apply din ana sa iyang kinabuhi, no? Sa iyang everyday living, labi na pag kuan siya, farmer siya, unsa pa iyang kuan nga magamit to niyang information po. Now on the more specific na technical guides, let's start with the title po. Ang title po, it should be in a actually, sa una, wala yung guide as to how to make the title. But now, kasi contest nga siya, contest sa science nga kanang individual contest pag siya sa school paper. Nakatay science page po, no? Di ba? Yung sabi ko sa news page, editorial page, features page, science page, and sports page. So dapat, iba-iba din ang iyong kuan. Sada po na imong pag-present sa title pa lang, daano sa imong palang headlines, or we call it sa science man siya, so title atong tawagan na. Your title can be short or long, but you have to make sure na sa title pa lang ay malinaw na po, it's already clear na kung ano ang subject, ano ang topic, ano ang subject matter, what about science ang imong gaiyaw, imong gahisgutan. Okay? Do not let the readers guess what your topic is about. Huwag pahuhulain ang mga readers. Okay? You give them directly ano yung topic mo. Okay? Ayun ang paligoy-ligoy pa nga, gusto pa ka mag-thrill so sa title pa lang, ibutang na. Okay? Halimbawa here, most of these titles are in a hammer form. Okay? Hammerhead, Or if you cannot have the hammerhead, at least dili lang between hammerhead or with the use of a kicker. Kana lang gidua. Ayun na pagkuha na itong one main headline lang. Okay? It can be in a hammerhead or with the use of kicker. Kaya kining duwa, mao gining style karon how to make the title po. But I'd go for hammer. But for variety, dito sa imong science page, at least magamit ka kuan. Lahi-lahi, no? There. Feature style ni siya. Science feature na title. Aquaculture. 5 ways on how to make it sustainable. Yan. What's your topic? Nakita na dan. Aquaculture. Yan. Then new style. Local fish farmers say aquaculture easy to sustain with correct methods. Yan. Aquaculture gapon. Then natin ng mga mga fishermen, no? Fish farmers. Yan. Again, sabihin na agad-agad ang subject matter, ang topic, ang issue sa title pa lang po. Okay, here's more example in Filipino. This is a new style. Isang text ka lang, security power box ibinida sa DOST Fair ng Governor Ferrer, Maine. Ang Governor Ferrer, Maine, that's the main campus. That's a school. That's a high school. So isang text ka lang, that's a hammer. Hammer that, like what I said, it's just like 2, 3, 4 words. Ayun na kay delete task kay ang hammer. Para siya punchline lang siya, no? One lang siya. Kana. Then secure yan. Then contra napay about sa pangyapon. This still in a new style po. Contra heat stroke. Mo na iyang hammer dako gina siya nagsusumigaw. Ferrerian Robo Sapiens lumikha na multifunctional robot. Yan. Contra heat stroke. Yan ang hammer niya. Then in a feature style, feature medyo light ang yang mood, no? Power box, secured sa isang text ka lang. Bahala na si Roboman. Paano nakakatulong kontra heat stroke ang Ferrerian robots. Yan. Paano kasi kapag feature, how to maganda pag feature, how to. Ang how to gani, how to do it like DIY, do it yourself. That belongs to the feature style na siya kung gusto ka magkuhan ang process, ang steps, how to feature. So that's yan. Paano nakakatulong. The next, we're done with the title, we're done with the headline. Let's go down to the first paragraph. How do you write your first paragraph? Because the first paragraph or your lead, it's the start. It will tell you if you're going to make it or break it, okay? A good, catchy introduction about your topic. You write a good and should be catchy introduction about your topic. Sa main topic pa lang niya because I remember I gave you hammer and then the main headline. You get your first 3 paragraphs, unang 3 paragraphs po from your main headline, main topic pa lang nimo, katuna sa ubos bitaw. Then the next nga paragraphs will be about your hammer, your secondary lead, or your kicker. Mao na to siya, no? Dili sa main headline, kay mao man imong main nga story good. Okay, example here. Maliban sa COVID-19, heat stroke ang isa sa kalaban sa mainit na panahon, lalo na ngayong summer kung saan ay lumalagpas paminsan ang temperatura sa 40 degrees Celsius sa ibang panig ng bansa, lalo na sa katimugang Luzon. Yan. Paano naging catchy ito? Kasi nag-ride on siya sa unsay bag-o nga o trending nga phenomenon or nga science nga issue sa komunidad. Okay? Kung dili na niya isulti ang maliban sa COVID-19, kung wala na niya na-touch ang COVID-19, medyo dili kay siya interesting, it wouldn't be as catchy. No? Kung dili siya sa heat stroke, ang isa sa kalaban sa mainit na panahon, so medyo dili kay siya kwan. Mas na-enhance, it became even more, it became even stronger nga, nga headline, lead na first paragraph because nilagay mo dyan ang COVID-19. You touch about the COVID-19. Okay? You write on. Makisawsaw ka. Makisakay ka sa kung ano yung bagong issue. Yan. Ingana, no? Makikonnect ka sa popularidad. Unsay trending nga issue. So, i-connect nimo. Make sure connected sa good. No? Iyan mga na-connect dira. So, naging even more catchy. Catchier? Catchiest? Okay. Next. Second paragraph tayo ngayon. 1 sentence lang po yun, no? Okay. Second paragraph. Ipasok, isulat mo na ngayon ang inyong subject o paksa. Inject ka na, insert ka na ngayon. Mag-segue ka na kung unsa to imong topic. Tungkol saan ba ang iyong sinusulat? Isulod na din mo to. Okay? So, ibig sabihin po, in any paragraph writing or even sa kanang contest bitaw kana even in interview or sa pageant bitaw Miss Q&A, you do not, ang my style is prep PREP. Yan. Point, reason, example, point. Yan. You do not answer directly the question po. Yan po. Tulad nito kanina, wala ka nagdiretso kuan. That's how I tell my campus journalists in any field, not just in science writing, in news, in feature, in paragraph writing, in composition, anything, in essay writing. I always tell them, do not, when there's, whatever the topic is, do not answer directly sa first paragraph na lang nimo. Okay, you can have, unsa pa na din na, basta kay do not answer directly. Sa second paragraph, pato nimo ibutang ang sagot sa imong question. Okay, even in beauty contest, it's Miss Q&A, unsa pa na din na, that's how we do it po. Okay, nara, dili nimo answeran sa second paragraph po, no? Yan, bunsod nito na imbento ng ilang mag-aaral mula Governor Ferrer Memorial National High School, Maine, ang isang multifunctional robot na kung saan ay kayang ma-detect ang temperatura na nagdudulot ng heat stroke, lalo na sa loob ng paaralan. Yan po. Dira siya nag-insert niya about sa katunang na imbento, di ba? Ang RoboMan man to, RoboMan, katunang naka-imbento ang mga estudyante robot na makadetect og kuan, aya pa niya gibutang din na. Ang una is about your catchy headline pa to, catchy lead. Making it nga, i-connect niya ang heat stroke dito sa COVID-19. Wa pa siya nag-talk about sa robot-robot na na-invento nila sa second paragraph pa po. Okay, third paragraph. Ano ngayon ang what are you going to do now or right now in the third paragraph? You are going to inject additional, add more information about the topic. Additional information tungkol sa paksa po. At least one sentence paragraph. One paragraph but one sentence po yan. At least, no? Okay. Now, let's go. Sa main pa lang yun. Sa main pa lang, 3 paragraphs lang to. But those are 3 short paragraphs lang yun, no? About sa main pa lang to siya. Now, let's go sa subtopics. Subtopics. Okay? What are you going to do with the subtopics now? This is now in 4th, 3rd, 5th, after atong 3 paragraphs. Saan mo pagpatuloy kayo ngayon? Okay? Both ni siya pang-contest na siya, no? O pang-contest na individual sa science writing o pang-contest ito sa science page sa school paper. Here. Magsulat ka ng 3 to 4 subtopics tungkol sa inyong paksa. Okay? You're going mag-brainstorm ka ngayon. Ano ba yung mga, unsa ba yung mga topics under ani? Example sa katong heat stroke man to or about sa kanilang RoboMan. Unsa to? Unsa yung mga subtopics niya nga mauna-unaan? Okay? It's like a big topic man gud siya. Example, COVID. COVID is such a wide topic. So that's your payong po. Yan po ang COVID ang nasa ibaba, nasa itaas talaga. Then under it, unsa din ang mga subtopics under COVID? Vaccination program, unsa pa? Effects, signs and symptoms, variants. Yan. I'm going to be showing you later mga how I did it. Variants. Yan. Unsa pa gyud how, where did it start? Pero actually dili na kay karon no sa atong second stage sa COVID. Medyo dili na kay kuha ng asa gito nagkuha ng history about adto. Pero maybe gamay lang, backgrounder lang. That, yan, no? Unsaon siya. Yan. There. As to here, you can about unsa pa ba yung mga topics. So, dapat na kay subtopics, no? At least 3 to 4 subtopics. More on effects, science. Basta science, kay science and symptoms, ano man siya. Tapos how, unsaon paglaban, what to do, ano siya dila, no? Basta science. Bawat subtopics ay may at least 3 to 5 paragraph. 3 to 5 paragraph lang that at least pwede makag 1 or 2 sentences na siya. Tungkol sa iyong subtitle. Yan. Subtopics ang gaihe. Buti nga pa na nimog another na pog title ana tawag na to is subtitle dahil, no? Ang content ng inyong subtopics, ang laman po ng inyong subtopics ay kung ano mismo ang science nito, tulad ng ano mismo nagagawa ng robot. Kay robot man ito nakuha sa mga bata. So, what can that robot do? Okay, unsaon siya? Makadetect na to siya og temperatura. How is it made? How does it function? Yan. What are the other benefits ba? Unsa pa iba pang magagawa? How will it be used? Paano? Operation or manual? Okay, anaon siya. Yan. Ng robot, paano ito ginawa? Yan, example. Ano ang mga materialis na ginamit? Yan. That's where you can put in science na dayon, no? Huwag kakalimutang mag-mention ng mga references. You have to cite your sources po upang mas maging matibay, credible, reliable ang iyong artikulo. Otherwise, because this is science is, of course, should have to be backed up by researches, studies, surveys, statistics, information, data. Yan po. Because that will serve as your evidence or proof. Okay, here are examples of subtitle. Now, bawat po subtopics mo, dili ka pwede nga magdiretso rin kag kuan. Imo tong himuan to nimo sila og title, no? We call that subtitle before ka mag-start sa imong pagsulat sa imong subtopics sa dito na, no? Sa imong paragraphs ana nga subtopic. Lagyan mo rin sila ng gagmay nga subtitle. Halimbawa, alternatibong thermometer. Yan. Home solution Juan. Be very witty sa imong title. Swak sa earthquake drill. Yan. Makarelate na din sila ang magbabasa ana, di ba? Home solution ni Juan. Swak sa earthquake drill. Yan. Magamit na kuno kining kuan dito para sa earthquake drill nila. Yan. Subtitle. Example here po. Sensitive skin, dermatographic urticaria ang tawag dyan. Yan. So nagsulat siya, kini first nga mga paragraphs niya dinhi, kana siya dinhi, this is about sa kining dermatographic urticaria. Yan. Then aya din siya subtopics here. Subtitle niya, Sintomas at Kalabitan, Signs and Symptoms. Scope na siya. Nagbabago at nagtatagal di umano minuto ang sintomas ng sensitive skin. Yan. Dermatographic urticaria. Then, after ng signs and symptoms, may subtitle siya na agapan at alagaan. Unsaon treatment, no? Then, napanisong ka na uri, siya kinds of uri ng urticaria. Sa inyo, bawal ni nga nabuwag ni si uri ng urticaria, naputol siya, na si uri dahil sa ubos, bawal na maputol ang pagbasa sa mga bata or sa mga readers. Uri na si ubos si uri na dahil sa taas urticaria. Na miss ni sa iyang editor or copy reader. Uri ng urticaria, the kinds, nag-discuss about kinds. Buhay ng may urticaria, how does it feel, no? Kapag may may urticaria, sensitive skin. Gawas dili yung mga sensitive nga mga balat sibuyas nga mga hilak na dayon char lang, mga snowflakes. Yan. So pila iya 1 2 3 4 apat ang iyang subtopics po. Alam niyo ba mga sakit na unknown, so balit posibleng meron ka? Yan. Kada na dira. Na siya kini siya mga infographics na din niya daw ba nalusad dira. Sa page here, Rheuma Guillain-Barré syndrome yan. Yan siya din na. Then kini nagkukulay asul ang katawan. Tama! Blue baby ka! Yan. Yan siya na. Subtopics din siya, sanhi ng blue baby syndrome, BBS. Papaano ginagamot? Ayan, ang blue baby syndrome. Yan. More on actually the what, the why. Dira nimo ansiran. Okay? Ang imong that's how you answer it. What, why, how. Dira siya. Importante ang why. Basta science writing, importante ang what. Katong wala ko nakabaluan ng iyang subtopicing sa una. My process, my format for my kids is una, first paragraph, introduction mo, bisan, lang, do not answer directly. Then sa second paragraph, what? Di ba? Mo naman itong mag-insert na ka, what is your topic about? What? Then, why? Mo din ito ang mga signs, ang mga symptoms. Mana, why? Then how? How to treat na dayon? Siya, nga na akong style sa akong mga bata. Nga maka-appeal po mi sa unang karong NSPC, duwag ito ka science writers na mo. Kapila mi naka-appeal sa national level nga science and health among entry. Murag two times to nga naka-science and health naka-appeal akong mga bata. 2 different years. Yan. Here, tatlong estudyante ng Governor Ferrer-Main umimbento ng hydro energy collector. Yan. Nasa'y sample din, 1, 2, 3. 3 paragraphs about sa kanang topic, diri dahil mag-main topic na rin ka diri. I mean, subtopic na rin. Basikong kaalaman, basic information, proseso sa paggawa, this is now the how is it made, production, no? Sakop ng paddle wheel. Yan. Then, very important, benepisyo sa komunidad. Ito yung sabi kong WIIFM, what's in it for me? Because if you are not going to write this, readers will not care to listen, will not care to read or to finish your reading your your article. There's a reason po nga nagipalas niya sulat sa benepisyo sa komunidad. Gipalas niya si benepisyo sa komunidad, no? Gipalas niya butang da save the best for last. Feature style niya ha. Why? Kaya to keep on reading kasi nga sa science feature or in any nga form sa feature writing o feature nga style, ang feature style po siya save the best for last. Okay? I-discuss na siya more pag yun ni Sir later, Sir Edward James, sige, bala tayo later. Yan. Feature style ni. Kay because readers, magbasa na sila, basa-basa. So, mahuman ginilagbasa. Humanong ginilagbasa. Kay, naadal sa last ang importante. Leave with a bang. Yan. Next. So, ito. Isang text ka lang. So, nasa dira, rason sa, yan. Kung bakit na inimbento yan. Proseso sa paggawa na process sakop ng power bot, no, power nga robot, power box pala, power box. Swak sa sunog, ila ka ganyan, swak sa earthquake drill, swak sa sunog, yan. Paano siya? Yan, ito ang benepisyo na siya sa komunidad. Paano siya magamit sa paggamit nila sa pasunog, sa unsa pa na. Yan. Done, no? Welcome, thank you. And right now, I'm going to be showing you how we did how our science page looks like katong akmong sa contest nato nga kwan sa region. Which is, I think, na ako ni na kwan, but let's focus more on the science page alone. Science page, but we'll make it bigger po, no? Kasi kung last Friday ang presentation, it was kinda small. Para makita niyo ang layout mo, ito akong topic ito last time. So, whole page approach to siya. Charla, whole page approach. This one, dirita sa science page. Science page. Feature. Ayun, sa science. Wait. Ito ngayon. Page, anong page namin to? Yan, science page. Like I said, diba yung sa layout, kung may isa kang picture, dakuan na sa picture. Then natin kay mga statistics. So by the numbers, nakadinha. COVID 2.0, virus variants. Yan. I think ako man nagsulat ani. Is akong gikon sa bata kay wala ko time. Pangalan din sa bata, that's one of your style. I'm sure nga nabuhat ko na ninyo. Yan. COVID 2.0 virus variants barely stopped because of the coronavirus disease, which was later declared a pandemic. After a year, many countries have recovered and are clear of COVID. But Philippines, my dear Philippines, sa 2 million na pina, 2,103,000 something, is still under attack and cases are increasing anew. Pa recover sa Philippines. Kini siya, new style siya, no? There. This is a weakening news for a struggling country like the Philippines when most people have not even fully recovered yet from the pandemic. It's like another war breaking out and the first war isn't even over yet. The worst news is coronavirus variants have been detected in the Philippines and are said to be stronger and more deadly. Not half of the population were vaccinated. Economy is going down. Most provinces are still on lockdown. Schools are in operation, but not for physical or face-to-face learning. Citizens health that not just one variant, but 4. This will make things even worse for most Filipinos. So far, Philippines has recorded cases of B1.1.7 causing localized lockdowns, general testing, and intense contact tracing in areas where traces of these virus variants are found. Yan. Ibutang din sa topics din ako din na katong nga mga variants. 1 to 4 ka variants, no? Yan. Naadin ni uban nga mga pictures. Of course, naadin kay mga kwanda. Pwede nimo isingit-singit. Yan. Page 1 pa lang yan, no? Then you can touch other na rin matters. You can have no trash left behind. But make sure nga kung unsay bago nga kwandira, focus ka dito. Mao ibali na kay theme. Rage from haze. Yan. Forest fire na siya. Kini. Ganan ko aning how to cope with stress. I'm going to go about the mental health. Okay, sports na siya. Dili. Let's have kini. Kay mental health, no? Yan. Pandemic mental health. How to cope with stress. Mali na siyang na-cope up, no? Redundant siya. How to cope with stress. It is overwhelming to know that it has been more than a year since the world declared a pandemic. A year being isolated from socializing, kini siya science feature po ito. Science feature kay more on light or about sa mga drama emotions, kay mental health, no? About sa stress. Yan. This is science feature. Ito yung sinabi ko kanina, that was a science news po iyon. But, of course, here. A year of suffering from stress. Stress is caused by missing things and, as was said, being isolated. From time to time, everyone is trying to find a way and how to cope with this problem. But sometimes, those were not enough to solve it. Kalau ito sa mental health, daga kay ga-offer no ka ng kuan ko ng mga ilang mga ways, mga ilang mga advice, pieces of advice. Okay, mali po mag-ingon kag advices, no? Pieces or bits of advice. Yan. So, they think like they are an expert and an authority. Mara sila mga kuan ko, no? Psychologists, unsa pa na nag-offer sa ilang may tambag, but no. Okay? It's important po that we get a really correct pud nga kuan. A really correct na help. Now, everyone is left with the question, how can we deal with this? Here are some, dili na sa how to ni siya, no? Feature ni siya. Here are some healthy ways you can deal with stress. First is to take care of yourself. Ladies and gentlemen, dear teachers po, we have to take care of ourselves po. Okay? Lalo na kung walay mauyab din ha, ayo pagsalig sa ila. Let's hug ourselves. First is to take care of yourself. Eat healthy. Eat healthy foods. Exercise. Dili na magulat nga napay mag-text ay mga nagkaon na ka dira labs na. Ikaw na mag-text ay mo kagal, oo, nagkaon ako diri. Naning kamot ug ako ang mabuhi ko. Eat healthy foods. Exercise every day. Get enough sleep. And if you feel stressed out, take some time to rest. Yes, relax din po. Next is to have someone to talk to. Importante po is to have someone to talk to. May outlet ka. Not necessarily nga someone nga mo offer og kanang advice po sa imo, no? O kanang kuan. Someone to listen to lang, no? Maminaw lang siya sa imuha. Dili nga yawan ka, dili nga wayon ka, dili nga magtambag sa imo. Maminaw lang na sila. Then i-let out lang tanan imong mga kuan. Imong mga kaagi, imong mga problema dyan, anything that you want to talk about. One of the best ways to cope with this stress is by socializing po. There is a very wide social media and you can talk to your trusted friends. Even on social media, we have this social media addiction or digital addiction. Social media po, masamot atong stress, no? So if you need to pag-deactivate po, lalo na po sa Facebook, oh my God, toxic yung Facebook. So, baling ko dito ako sa IG, sa Instagram. Ayaw pag Twitter, samot. Trusted friends or if not, talk to your parents. Your parents are there po. Family or relatives. Labi na, no, we are just at home, so we have you have to open up to our parents and our family or relatives. Share your problems and how you feel during these times. Sharing period na, open forum po. Next is to avoid drugs and alcohol. Some people may find it as a temporary escape from all the anxiety, but medically it will just destroy the physical and mental being of a person, which will never cure someone's stress. So, uban kay escapist, we as Filipinos, as we are humans, as we are, we have this escapist attitude bitaw nga iwas ta sa problema. Sometimes po no, importante nga we have to sit with the problem. Likuran tan ang problema. Kasi pag umiwas ka ng umiwas ka lang, pero hindi niyo po natakasan ang problema. Andyan pa rin po. So, we try to escape. So, inom-inom ka dito, nag-party-party. Pero when you get home pa, after maugmaan ka, after the hangover, after sa unsa na din na, napagyapon ang problema, nasulbad, so wala. Yan po. Also, never hesitate to detoxify. Mag-detoxify ka po. Duwan iyang buto sabot sa detoxify. Katong about sa mag-detoxify ka, water intake, kung sa imong intake dira, no? Detoxify from the bad news. Itong sabi ko kanina, from any media, social media sources. If these cause you to gain more stress, mas stress anong ka-toxic sa Facebook. Makita nimo dito imong katong friend, mga ahas no friend. So, or katong bakang nangutang sa imong wa pa ka bayari, yan. Nakita nimo imong crush kanay kauban lain, mas stress kag samot. O makita nimo pictures sa imong kauban nga mga teachers ka nagkabisina sa modules samtang ikaw wa pa, nasamot ka. So go pag-deactivate Take a break. Instead, go to your backyard. Wow, yes, backyard. Magulayan sa paralan ka dira, mag-school inside the garden. Yeah, pagtanong dira kung saan nagutmon, backyard, and enjoy the beauty of nature po. Yes, last is, if all of these steps won't work, feel free to reach out. Okay, mao ni magkuha na gyud ka og sakto gyud nga tambag yun no sa kuan gyud, mag-consult na gyud kayo sa imong doctor, psychiatrist, psychologist. Reach out to counselors po, psychologists, or social workers so that they can truly help you on how to cope with this. Remember the word truly, truly. This pandemic has given us not only sickness on physical health, but also to our mental health. It may be really hard to adjust and to cope with the stress that we are facing, but always remember that these are all normal and valid. Importante po yung word na normal. And these are all valid. Hindi ka po nag-iisa. We are all in these together. Let us all unite and show our support and love to each other. And in God's will, we will heal as one. Yay! Thank you so much. Congratulations. Yan po. I think I'm done. Good morning, Philippines. Questions po?
Okay, thank you for that, Sir Jerry.